registrare. Esatto, registreremo questo incontro in modo che sia possibile poi per voi o per chi non è riuscito a collegarsi di comunque ascoltare oppure accedere nuovamente alla nostra presentazione. Ecco qui allora il tema di oggi, il Regno Unito e i vari programmi che abbiamo definito gap year, utilizzando un po' questo termine ombrello che racchiude diverse tipologie di programmi anche di diversa durata, non necessariamente di un anno. Quindi iniziamo, qui abbiamo riportato i nostri ospiti, quindi Stafford House, Oxford International and Q&A Education. Qui già collegata con noi c'è Gloria, che sarà la nostra prima ospite e ci parlerà appunto di alcuni programmi selezionati di Stafford House e poi si collegheranno gli altri nostri colleghi. Allora, inizio brevemente a parlare di Obiettivo Lingua nel caso in cui non ci conosciate già. Noi siamo un'agenzia attiva da 25 anni nel settore della diffusione delle lingue, ci occupiamo di programmi di studio e di lavoro all'estero. L'obiettivo è quello di imparare una lingua e al tempo stesso scoprire ed essere integrati nella cultura del posto. Questo è il nostro grafico, il nostro schema che rappresenta proprio l'idea di formazione continua, quindi un cerchio che mostra come tutti i programmi siano tra loro collegati. Oggi ci concentreremo sui programmi gap year, quindi programmi post-diploma, però come potete vedere effettivamente il percorso di crescita e di formazione non finisce mai. Dopo i programmi gap year ci sono i percorsi per professionisti, i programmi per i genitori figli, poi quando i figli crescono ci si ricollega al nostro cerchio con i viaggi studio per ragazzi, quindi viaggi studio di 2 settimane, i programmi high school durante le superiori e i corsi di lingua con anche delle preparazioni alle certificazioni. Quindi qui in modo molto schematico abbiamo voluto rappresentare proprio il percorso di formazione di una persona che non finisce mai, ma anzi si rinnova senza mai fermarsi. Come certificati e accreditamenti, noi siamo un'agenzia certificata ISO 9001 e UNIEN 14804, che sono le 2 certificazioni più prestigiose nel settore, e siamo anche abilitati per la carta del docente e le carte della cultura e del merito. Allora, entrando un po' nel vivo del nostro programma, che cos'è un gap year? Questa serie di webinar e questi incontri sono rivolti ai ragazzi principalmente di quarta e di quinta superiore, che si stanno per affacciare a un nuovo capitolo della loro vita, ovvero tutta la vita al di fuori delle scuole superiori. Può essere un periodo che può mettere un po' di ansia a qualcuno perché magari ancora non ha le idee chiare, non si sa bene che cosa si vuole fare nella vita ed è assolutamente comprensibile e condivisibile. Quindi l'idea di questi incontri è quello di far scoprire un attimino quali sono le strade che si possono percorrere. Questo perché effettivamente non c'è un programma giusto in assoluto e uno sbagliato. C'è il programma giusto per ognuno di noi in quel preciso momento, in quella precisa fase della nostra vita. Per cui l'idea è quella di dire la maggior parte delle persone va all'università qui in Italia, ma non è detto che questo sia il percorso che va bene per tutti. Può essere che c'è qualcuno che ha bisogno di prendersi un momento per riflettere, per fare delle altre esperienze, per scoprire effettivamente chi è, quali sono le sue passioni, i suoi interessi. L'idea di programmi Gap Year è proprio quello di dare l'opportunità a una persona di fare diverse esperienze nel mondo per poi poter prendere con maggiore consapevolezza delle decisioni riguardo il proprio futuro. In grande, insomma, in modo molto conciso, abbiamo riassunto in questo grafico i nostri programmi gap year. Allora c'è la possibilità effettivamente di partire per l'estero per fare un corso di lingua con magari la preparazione a una certificazione linguistica, oppure fare delle esperienze di tirocinio o di volontariato, oppure si può decidere di seguire dei professional certificates, di cui ci parlerà Gloria tra poco, oppure dei percorsi pathway, oppure si può scegliere direttamente all'estero. Per cui questa è un pochino la panoramica, in modo molto riassunto, di quello delle varie strade che una persona può percorrere. Poi logicamente ognuno segue un sentiero che è unico, per cui non è detto che una persona debba seguire lo stesso percorso di un'altra. La nostra idea è quella appunto di dare un riassunto, poi uno a uno con delle consulenze personalizzate, dei consigli, possiamo andare a trovare qual è effettivamente la strada migliore per ciascuno di voi. Introduciamo brevemente i nostri guest speakers. Quindi qui abbiamo Gloria già collegata di Stafford House, ci parlerà appunto dei Professional Certificates. Molto brevemente, si tratta di corsi di formazione professionale che si svolgono a Londra della durata di 2 o di 4 settimane e affrontano delle tematiche ben specifiche. Quindi non sono dei corsi di lingua, ma sono proprio dei corsi in cui si approfondiscono determinati argomenti come il business management, il marketing, il project management e il Bloomberg Market Concepts, che è un corso legato un po' al mondo della finanza. Come secondo ospite abbiamo Michael di Oxford International e ci parlerà dell'International Foundation Diploma e dei programmi Pathway per l'ammissione all'università, ovvero l'International Year Zero e l'International Year One. Come ultimo speaker abbiamo Alexei di Q&A che si occupa appunto dell'International Year One del business presso la Northumbria University e la South Wales University, per cui entreremo più nel merito proprio dei requisiti di ammissione del processo per accedere a queste due università. Queste due università sono selezionate, ma sono ovviamente a titolo d'esempio per mostrare un pochino più nel dettaglio come funzionano questi programmi. Per cui io ora passerei la parola a Gloria, che appunto ci parlerà dei Professional Certificates di Stafford House.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. I'm going to do the presentation in English, if you don't mind, although I am Italian. So please just stop me or raise your hand or ask any question in English or in Italian if you're curious about anything and I can help you with them. So I'm going to share my screen quite quickly and walk you through the presentation. Can you see the screen?
Yes, we can see it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So, as Giulia anticipated, I work for Stafford House International. We are a group of schools based in the UK. And in particular, today, I'm going to introduce you to these courses that we offer at Stafford House International London, in the heart of London, literally. First of all, the first base of the course is Business English. This is a course that starts every Monday, and it's a course focused for those students who want to improve the idea of business. So understand what is the business topic related to, what are the history of business, what are the case studies, what are the good practices that we can put in place for developing a business concept. Based on these courses, in depth, we offer the professional certificates. So as Giulia mentioned, we have professional certificates in business management, project management, and marketing. And we also offer the Bloomberg Marketing Concept. So all these courses, as I said, they are held in our school in London. They are for students who are 16 plus and young adults, students who perhaps have time during the summer to study in depth something about they're passionate about, whether it's business or marketing or financial subjects. And they are also like for those people who perhaps just finish school, they are not ready to university yet. They're looking to understand what they really would like to study at university or what they really would like to do in their professional lives. The course have fixed dates very often throughout the years. It's 2 weeks course or 4 weeks course. And the minimum level of English to attend these courses is upper intermediate, which means it's a B2 level as a Cambridge standard, which means that basically if you are in quarta superiore or quinta superiore, you more or less should have these levels, so no problem at all. So let's have a look first of all at the Bloomberg Market Concept. The school in London has the facilities of having 12 Bloomberg terminals. I don't know if you know what they are. So the Bloomberg terminals are the computers that are used in the financial work, in the banking work, and they are those terminals that are used at the livestock, like in Miami or Milano, alla Borsa proprio di Milano. So it's the only school in Europe who has this facility, who has this computer. And the course will, first of all, will give you a degree into Bloomberg, which is something that, for example, in the future, if you're going to work in a bank or you want to be into financial products or pensions, these kind of things, is something on top that most of the people want to have access to. And also through the terminal and during the course, you will develop your analytic skill and your comparison skills. So basically, you have these classes where teacher only speak English. There is no English lesson, and it's all about understanding how the computer works, how you can apply all the information that you gather to the computer to your daily life. Even like, for example, if you want to study the climate change or the pollution of a certain area from the last 20 years. So it really gathers every kind of information, not just the stock market, literally everything from all over the world. It's a very, very focused and intense course, but truly like interesting. Moving on, we are going into the professional certificates. The first one that we want to propose today is the marketing, professional certificates in marketing. So this course is, as I said, 2 or 4 weeks, and basically is going to help you to understand what marketing is, what is the best practice for marketing, what are the concepts behind marketing. It's going to help you to understand how to develop your own marketing strategies, how you want to plan your technique in order to develop a product and obviously publish it. The other course that we have is the professional certificate in business management. This is one of the most important and requested certificates that we have. Again, it's 2 or 4 weeks course. And during this time at school with us, you will have an understanding of different types of business, different type of how to structure your business, how economics works, how to apply your business to the real economic. You will again develop your strategic and tactics. You will plan your technique. You will for the management of your business, and you will acquire the tool in order to keep you going as the business grow. The last certificate is the professional certificate in management. Again, is 2 or 4 weeks. Project management is where basically you understand how to create a project and how you manage and you developed and explain your idea of the project to the team that is going to work with you and that you're going to manage. So there are like different management styles. There are different, obviously, projects, and there are different ways to explore your ideas and to manage your team while you actually put together the project that you want to develop. In all these courses, in all the professional certificates, the lessons are held at school by our English teachers who are professional in each sectors. But you will always have a lecturer coming from outside the school, from university or maybe from important brand, who will help you with the case study, who will help you to understand how they started and how they've developed into their own skills. You will always have the opportunity. You will also have the opportunity to see some business, whether small local business or big brands around London. And at the end of the course, whether it's 2 or 4 weeks, together with your English level certificate, you will always have the so-called professional certificate that you can link to your LinkedIn profile on LinkedIn. So as you can see, everything is projected for your business career, for your future working life. The lessons are divided in modules, and the modules are basically most in the morning, and there are also modules in the afternoon. The morning modules are focused on the professional certificates that you are studying. If you decide to have modules in the afternoon, it's more about improving your English from idiomas or phrasal verbs. If, for example, you want to prepare at the same time to do a Cambridge exam preparation or IELTS exam, you can do this in the afternoon.
Oppure, per esempio, su Spotify.
Just to close, as I said, all the courses are held in London. Our school is located in Zone 1. We are in Bloomsbury. We are very, very central in an area that is called Holborn. The classroom for the professional certificates are usually between 10 to 12 students, so your teacher will have full attention on you. The school is an old English building, all modern and refurbished inside. So this is us in a nutshell for our courses. I hope this helped. And please let me know or let the Obiettivo Lingua know in case you have some questions about our courses. Thank you.
Grazie mille Gloria della tua spiegazione. So che è stato difficile riassumere tante informazioni in
poco tempo.
Esatto, in un tempo così breve, però effettivamente l'idea era quella di dare ai ragazzi un pochino un assaggio di altri corsi, anche molto brevi, 2-4 settimane, che si possono fare all'estero. Questo perché solitamente i ragazzi pensano che all'estero si possono fare solo corsi di lingua inglese, ma se effettivamente una persona ha già un buon livello di inglese, ci sono delle altre opportunità, anche brevi, come abbiamo visto, ma molto, molto intense e anche molto interessanti. Possono essere interessanti, sì, non solamente per chi magari già ha l'idea di fare business all'università, ma anche per chi effettivamente non ha idea di che lavoro vorrà fare. Il fatto è che io sono laureata in letteratura, per cui effettivamente se me l'avessero detto alle superiori avrei un attimino storto il naso, però credetemi, insomma, perché l'ho scoperto sulla mia pelle, alla fine avere un'infarinatura di business torna utile qualsiasi lavoro andrete a fare. Veramente, perché noi viviamo comunque immersi nel business. Qualsiasi cosa facciamo nella nostra vita è legata o al business o al marketing. Dobbiamo comprare un nuovo cellulare, noi facciamo una valutazione di business, costi, benefici, marca, d'accordo? Oppure dobbiamo scegliere qualcosa, il marketing ci circonda, noi siamo circondati, semplicemente a volte non ce ne rendiamo conto perché proprio la nostra vita ne è talmente pervasa come dell'aria che respiriamo, per cui lo viviamo in modo magari un pochino più inconsapevole. Facendo dei corsi di questo tipo, effettivamente si accede a un mondo che effettivamente è abbastanza pervasivo e ci tornerà utile a prescindere dal lavoro che andremo a fare. Non necessariamente dobbiamo diventare mega manager o banchieri, d'accordo? Quello lì c'è Bloomberg Concepts che è effettivamente abbastanza specifico, però un corso generico di 2-4 settimane in marketing o in business effettivamente può essere uno spunto interessante per vari aspetti della vostra vita o anche solo per vostra cultura personale. Impara l'arte, mettila da parte, quindi o poi uno scopre che effettivamente è interessante e lo porta avanti in un corso universitario, oppure comunque un'esperienza di vita che di sicuro tornerà utile nel proprio futuro. Per cui niente, io volevo concludere giusto con questa mia riflessione perché effettivamente era importante sottolineare come il business non sia legato per forza a un corso di laurea in economia, ma può essere comunque una competenza nostra personale che ci torna utile anche nel vivere la nostra quotidianità, ecco. Per cui ringrazio nuovamente Gloria per la sua presentazione, per il suo intervento. Poi se avete dei dubbi, delle domande, noi saremo collegati anche qui alla fine dell'incontro, oppure ci possiamo riaggiornare anche in un secondo momento per parlare in modo più dettagliato delle tematiche che sono di maggiore interesse per voi. Per cui grazie mille, Gloria, ci sentiamo. Grazie mille, grazie.
Ciao ciao.
Ciao. Allora, adesso si collegherà con noi il prossimo guest speaker che è Michael di Oxford International e anche Michael parlerà in inglese. Come nel caso di Gloria, sentitevi liberi di intervenire, se volete fare un po' di pratica di speaking tranquillamente lo potete fare, oppure se volete potete anche mandare un un messaggio in chat e poi leggeremo noi le vostre domande. Ok, adesso dovrebbe collegarsi. Adesso lo stiamo ammettendo. Quindi ora ecco qua. Perfetto, adesso si sta connettendo all'audio e ora dovrebbe condividere. Hello, Michael. Can you hear us?
Yes. Hey, hello. Hi.
Okay. Hi, Michael. Thank you for being here with us this evening. I've briefly introduced you and your presentation. So if you want, you can share your screen and start talking about the
Julia,
programs.
will you be able to share your screen and my presentation? Is it okay for you?
Okay, that's fine.
If that's okay for you.
Yes. Just a moment. Okay.
If you can't find it,
Here I
no
am.
worries, I can.
Yes, I got
start.
it. Okay. Okay, here it is.
Okay, so let's start from the first slide. So who we are and what we do. But first of all, my name is Michael. I work for Oxford International Education Group, as you can see on the slide here. And before we move on to who we are and what we do, I just wanted to start from a briefly show you what we will be going through today. So Oxford International, who we are and what we do. What is a pathway college? What courses can you study with us? And where can you study with us? Also briefly about the student support you can get from us, and I will also share with you my contact details, so you always can get in touch with me if you have any questions after the presentation. And as you can see on the slide, I will not be talking about one particular university or one particular college. Sorry for that. The presentation will be a bit more general. So I will be talking about Bangor University, University of Bradford, De Montfort University, University of Dundee in Scotland, Edinburgh Napier University in Scotland, University of Greenwich in London, and University of Kent. So let's move on to the first slide. So who we are and what we do. So Oxford International, as Oxford International, we do offer students the alternative route to higher education through a very wide range of pathway courses. So in partnership with universities, we have established, and very important word in here, on-campus pathway colleges where students study their first stage of an undergraduate or postgraduate degree. As all of you are in high schools, we will focus only on the undergraduate degrees. So we can move on to the next slide. So I asked you to actually focus on some words. So let's move on to what is a pathway college. So let's imagine that you are a student who is interested in study in the UK. So you are determined to study in the UK, but you are still very young. You may be a bit lost, or you feel unsure, uncomfortable with your English language skills. So here we are. So here we are with the pathway colleges. So as you can see, the pathway college is a course that will prepare you for your further education. And this course will prepare you with a specific subject knowledge and English language skills. So you feel ready after this time to study or to progress onto your desired degree. Giulia, you can jump in if you want to explain this in Italian as well, that would be fantastic.
Ok, perfetto. So, passiamo un attimo all'italiano, giusto per essere sicuri che sia tutto quanto chiaro, perché c'è sia la difficoltà della lingua, sia effettivamente del concetto, perché è qualcosa di diverso rispetto a quello che noi abbiamo qui in Italia. Ovvero Oxford International ha proprio le loro scuole all'interno delle università che Michael ha menzionato prima. Quindi ci sono due diversi pathway di cui Michael parlerà nella prossima slide. L'idea è quella di preparare proprio gli studenti alla missione diretta alle università inglesi. Adesso io vorrei fare una breve parentesi sul sistema scolastico inglese, perché effettivamente è diverso rispetto a quello italiano. Qui in Italia si sceglie una tipologia di scuola e tutti gli studenti seguono le stesse materie, lo stesso percorso scolastico. Solitamente sono 12 materie che si studiano durante le superiori, per cui sono tante materie, tanti contenuti e logicamente il numero di lezioni per materia è abbastanza limitato per ogni settimana. Nel caso del Regno Unito, invece, gli ultimi 2 anni di scuola superiore si chiamano A-Level e in questi A-Level gli studenti si specializzano in 3, massimo 4 materie. Per cui capite che voi ne studiate 12, gli studenti inglesi invece ne studiano solamente 3 o 4. Per cui parliamo di una conoscenza veramente molto, molto approfondita di determinate materie. Per cui già i ragazzi inglesi, quando hanno 15 anni, già devono sapere cosa andranno a fare all'università, perlomeno a grandi linee, perché già devono selezionare nei loro A-level le materie che poi serviranno loro per la missione in uno specifico corso di laurea. Ad esempio, se uno vuole fare medicina, non potrà specializzarsi in letteratura, d'accordo, o in filosofia, dovrà scegliere delle materie durante gli A-level come chimica, matematica, biologia, ovvero delle materie legate a il determinato corso di laurea che dovranno andare poi a seguire. Quindi ho fatto questa premessa che può sembrare un pochino distante, però per spiegarvi a che cosa servono i programmi Pathway. I Pathway servono per dare agli studenti internazionali le stesse competenze specifiche che hanno gli studenti inglesi. Questo perché per quanto uno può avere 9 in matematica, ha studiato un numero limitato di ore di matematica e quindi avrà coperto degli argomenti in modo molto più superficiale rispetto a uno studente inglese. Con i programmi Pathway invece si vanno a colmare eventuali lacune che i ragazzi hanno nella preparazione per renderli competitivi allo stesso modo degli studenti inglesi che hanno studiato, che hanno preparato il loro A-level. Per cui nei programmi Pathway si lavora sia sulle competenze linguistiche, perché una cosa è conoscere l'inglese generale per la vita di tutti i giorni, un'altra cosa è essere in grado di studiare testi complessi accademici, sostenere esami, fare report, insomma, è utilizzare l'inglese ad un livello universitario molto alto, per cui il supporto linguistico c'è, ma c'è anche supporto sulla preparazione di determinate materie. Per cui procede in parallelo, da una parte il supporto linguistico, dall'altra proprio il supporto nei contenuti, nella conoscenza di materie specifiche legate al corso di laurea di specifico interesse. And that's it for the Italian session.
Esatto,
Okay,
grazie
up to
mille,
you.
grazie mille, Giulia. I couldn't
Okay.
say more about this, to be honest. So thank you so much. But
Perfect.
just to stay on this slide for a second more. So why Oxford International is, in my opinion, the best pathway courses provider. First of all, you have the support throughout the whole application process, and also when you are already on campus, we are all there to help you, to support you. So not only from the application process, but also when you are already there, we are there to help you. You also have the opportunity to live on campus with students from around the world. So this is very important for your also international experience. You have the student status from the very first day. So you can use the library, IT equipment, gym, etc., etc. So you are a student, a university student from your first day on campus. And as mentioned, as I have said before, we will be working with you on your subject-specific skills. So for example, if you decide to study art and design course, we will be helping you to improve your portfolio, your 2D or 3D skills, etc., etc. But we will be also working with you on your English, so you feel ready to progress onto your chosen degree. So for example, architecture or interior design or business management. So I know that Julia has already started talking about this, but we can move on to the next slide to show you how it works in the real life. So as you have already heard, as you already know, the UK system, the UK education system is a bit different than the one we know from the EU. However, there are some similarities. So for example, the bachelor's degree usually in the UK lasts 3 years. So what does it mean for you? So how the pathway colleges and pathway courses work in this case? So if we have a bachelor's degree that lasts 3 years, but you decided that you need this additional support, additional help from us, from Oxford International, you can start either from International Year 0. So it means for you that in the end of the day, you will be studying for 4 years. The first year, the first stage of your education, this International Year 0, you will spend at the college, which is on campus, obviously. So you are a student of the university from the first day. And the remaining 3 years you will spend at the university. So let's say you want to study in Leicester at the Montfort University. You start from your foundation course, so-called International Year 0. You study this foundation course, you complete this, and then you progress onto your first, second, and third year, and you complete your bachelor's degree in 4 years. What is very important for you? If you have your Maturita certificate, and you have 60 credits, 60 points in your Maturita certificate, we will be super happy to accept you. However, there are some universities that will be also happy to accept you with your high school certificate. So even if you don't have the Maturita, but you would like to start your bachelor's degree in the UK, it will be possible with us. So no worries, it's not a problem if you don't have your Maturita certificate. If you have completed your high school in Italy, we will be able to help you as well. So it works very similar with the International Year 1, as you can see on the slide. However, here in this case, you will be studying the first year at the college, and then the remaining 2 years at the university, what gives you, in the end of the day, 3 years of your bachelor's degree. So you can either start from year 0 and study for 4 years, or you can start from International Year 1 and study for 3 years to get your bachelor's degree. And now if you think, what are the differences between these two courses? The one is obvious. 4 years if you start from year 0, 3 years if you start from year 1. Also, the requirements are a bit different. For International Year 0, as I said, you can start if you have either your high school certificate or Maturita certificate with 60 points. International Year 1, you can usually start when you have your Maturita certificate with approximately, let's say, 65 points, depending on the university, which is also not very demanding. But as I said, we are here to support you. We are here to improve your skills. And there is also one difference, but I'm not going really deep about this. There is a difference in courses. We offer hundreds of courses. However, the International Year 1 usually is in business or IT or engineering, but I will be talking about this in the next slides. So talking about the courses, it's the next slide actually. So what kind of courses, what courses you can study, what subjects can you study with us at Oxford International? So as you can see, we divided the courses, the subjects into some groups. So it doesn't mean that you can study only these courses. So with us, you can study art and design, business, computing, engineering, law, media, psychology, pharmacy, nursing, science. But out of these groups, we have hundreds of different courses. So if you take a look at the art and design group in here, it doesn't mean that you can only study fashion design or product design. We have architecture, we have graphic design, we have interior design, we have many different courses. We not only have business management, but we also have finance, accounting, management, international business, human resources management, etc., etc. It's not only computer science, but also computing, software engineering, games design, software, etc., etc. So many different courses you can study with us. Also the ones that are very popular among EU students, like psychology and criminology. You can also combine these two courses. Also nursing and biomedical, medical sciences are very popular among EU students. So you can take a look at this slide and you can start thinking what course you would like to study in the UK. And I'm 100% sure that we can find a perfect course for you. Okay, let's move on to another slide. And I just wanted to give you an example. What would you be studying at the university when you start your course with us at the college? So this is a student, a potential student who would like to study business management with international year 0 in Canterbury in the south of the UK. So we do have the University of Kent International College. University of Kent, by the way, is a very well-known, prestigious university in the UK. So if you want to study at a very good university, high-ranked university, but you feel a bit uncomfortable with your English or you want to improve your skills, this will be a perfect place for you. So what you will be studying throughout this first year of your studies, this foundation course. So for example, you will be studying business functions. You will have introduction to accounting. You will have business economics in context and understanding management. So these are like the general modules, the general subjects you will be studying throughout this year. But as I said, we will be working with you on your English language skills as well. So as you can see, we'll have IT, numeracy, for example, communication, and English for academic purposes. So what does it mean? We will not only work with you on your grammar or your writing, reading, listening, speaking skills, but we will be also showing you how to use the academic language, how to prepare a presentation, how to write an essay, how to avoid plagiarism in the UK, which is also a very important fact in here. So it's not only about the subject-specific knowledge. For example, if you'd like to study engineering, but you haven't studied maths or physics, it will be also possible for you because we are here to support you and to help you to get into your desired, your dreamed course. We can move on. And just to briefly sum up how it works and what we can do. So if you graduate from your high school, you can contact Giulia, for example, and she will help you to find a perfect course, and we will find you a perfect university, a perfect pathway college that will help you to improve. As you can see, then you will successfully complete your course with us at the Oxford International in just 1 year, and then you will be studying at the university. If you started from international year 0, you will be studying at the university for 3 years. If you started from year 1, you will study for 2 years to get your bachelor's degree. And in the end of the day, you get the bachelor's degree, you get your diploma from the university you studied for. So for example, if we discussed the University of Kent International College student before, if you started with University of Kent International College, you will get the diploma from the University of Kent. And another very important one, I'm not gonna focus because we are also present, we are also available in the US and in Australia. So if you are interested in studying there, please let us know after the presentation, but I will focus only on the UK part of this slide. So as you can see, we are almost in every part of the UK, starting from the bottom, University of Kent in Canterbury. We have also London, we have University of Greenwich in here, we have Leicester and De Montfort University, which is located obviously in this city in Leicester in East Midlands. We have also Bangor and Bangor International College in Wales. We have Bradford, very close to Leeds and Manchester, and the Bradford University International College. And in Scotland, we do also have Edinburgh Napier University and International College Dundee, which is based at the University of Dundee in Scotland. So here are the universities, here are the colleges we work with, here are our partners, as you can see, in almost every part of the UK. And the quick facts. So the regular fees for the international students, because obviously you all know that UK has left EU a few years ago. So we are all international students, although I'm not a student anymore, unfortunately. So the international fees are usually, they depend on the university and the course you would like to study, but it's usually between 20,000 for the international year 0 or international year 1. However, for EU students, we do always offer very generous scholarships. So if you come from Italy and you would like to study at De Montfort University College, Kent College, Dundee College, we can lower your fees for international year 0 or year 1 to £9,250. So you will be paying the same fees as UK home students. So this is a fantastic opportunity for all EU students from Italy, but not only, to save some money and to study in the UK. English requirements, usually...
Excuse me. Excuse me, Michael, I just intervene here in Italian, so it's clear. So, ok, parlo un attimino in italiano, giusto per fare un po' un riassunto di quanto è stato detto ed essere sicuri che sia tutto quanto chiaro. Sostanzialmente Oxford International ha i propri college all'interno delle università, per cui quando si sceglie di partecipare, di frequentare o l'International Year Zero o l'International Year One, si è comunque studenti iscritti all'università a tutti gli effetti e si beneficia di tutti i servizi e di tutte le facilities degli studenti regolarmente iscritti. Michael ha voluto evidenziare insomma le tariffe fin da subito, perché effettivamente c'è anche un vantaggio economico oltre che accademico, ecco, nel fare un foundation year, ovvero le tasse si pagano nel Regno Unito normalmente per gli studenti per gli studenti internazionali solitamente vanno intorno dai 15.000, dai 16.000, dalle 16.000 sterline alle 20.000 sterline. Questo perché anche gli studenti europei adesso sono considerati studenti internazionali, per cui si applicano delle fees, quindi delle quote di tuition per il corso più alte. Nel caso di Oxford International, invece, loro applicano comunque delle tariffe agevolate per gli studenti europei, quindi italiani, e quindi il costo è decisamente più basso, ecco, rispetto alla tariffa regolare. Per cui, soprattutto se si sceglie di fare l'International Year One, si pagherebbe per il primo anno una tariffa molto più bassa e poi solamente per gli ultimi 2 anni si pagano le tariffe regolari. Quindi uno studente che non fa l'International Year One paga per 3 anni 15.000, 16.000 sterline, invece uno studente che fa l'International Year One paga il primo anno 9.250 sterline e gli ultimi 2 anni 15.995 per usare le quote che ha riportato Michael. Quindi per questo effettivamente è anche una soluzione che può essere conveniente da un punto di vista economico, oltre che per il supporto accademico e il supporto linguistico di cui abbiamo parlato finora. Ok, that's it. Up to you, Mike.
Thank you. Okay, and the last quick fact. So we also have 1-year-long standalone foundation courses available. So we left this for the final slide. So I know that some of you would like to study in the UK for 3 or 4 years. I'm pretty sure that there are people who would like to study the full bachelor's degree in the UK. But also, if you are a student who would like to study in the UK just for a year, just to complete the foundation degree in the UK, and then you would like to decide what you want to actually do with your degree. If you want to stay in the UK, you want to progress onto one of the universities, or you want to come back to Italy and study here, it is also available at our colleges, and it's also possible for you. So if you are a student who would like to study in the UK, but you are undecided now, and you would like to study here just for a year, just to improve your skills, to get the subject-specific knowledge, but you don't want to commit to 3 or 4 years long course, we can also support you. We can help you in getting to the university just for a year, and then you can decide what else you can do. You can either stay in the UK, apply to a different university, like for example, the Montfort University of Greenwich in London, Oxford Brookes University in Oxford, or Bristol University, King's College, etc., etc. Or if you decide that's your decision to come back, to return to Italy, that's also absolutely fine, and it's up to you. So I just wanted to highlight this, that it's not only for those students who would like to get the full bachelor's degree, but also for those who would like to study here just for a year. And the final slide, I'm conscious of time, so just briefly, how we can support you. Obviously, as I said, we will be with you from the very beginning. So from the application until you are with us on the course on campus, but not only. We will be also delivering the webinars. We will be trying to help you when you are on course and you struggle with something. We will be supervising you. You will have the academic extra support if you struggle with the subjects you study, or with English or anything else. We also have your own counselor who will be supporting you throughout your foundation degree with us, or international year one. And also we will be helping you to progress onto the university. So if you complete your foundation course with us, we will do our best to help you to progress onto the university. And that's actually it. Thank you. obviously, if you'd like to get in touch with me, if you have any questions or any doubts or would like to discuss anything, just please let me know, get in touch with me. You can see my email address in here on the final slide. We can't hear you.
Okay, thank you, Michael, for your presentation. I know it was hard to, put everything in such a short time. So I think it was very interesting and clear. Now I switch to Italian. Quindi se ci sono dei dubbi, delle domande, adesso abbiamo qualche minuto per chiedere a Michael. Altrimenti, se preferite, potete scriverle nella chat oppure ci teniamo in contatto anche nei prossimi giorni. Dopo la presentazione vi manderò comunque la registrazione, per cui avrete comunque tempo di rivedere il tutto o di pensare, ecco, quanto è stato detto. Direi che possiamo concludere con il messaggio che ci ha dato Michael alla fine, ovvero che questa esperienza può essere fatta anche solamente per un anno. Non siamo vincolati poi a continuare con l'università nel Regno Unito. Se una persona vuole prendersi un gap year proprio per antonomasia, ovvero un anno all'estero per capire chi è, cosa gli può piacere, effettivamente questa può essere una bella opzione. Si frequenta quindi un anno di università nel Regno Unito, proprio come uno studente universitario, perché si vive nel campus, si condividono momenti con gli studenti universitari del posto, ma allo stesso tempo si migliora il proprio inglese da un punto di vista accademico, per cui un livello molto molto più avanzato, molto più complesso rispetto all'inglese a cui siete abituati qui a scuola, e si ha anche l'occasione di specializzarsi, di studiare determinate materie a livello universitario, per cui potete effettivamente capire se una determinata materia, se un determinato tema fa per voi o no, se vi interessa, se è quello che vi aspettavate oppure se era qualcosa di diverso. Per cui effettivamente anche solo un anno può essere un'esperienza molto molto formativa. Okay, so well, thank you very much again, Michael, for your presentation, and we can keep in touch. Thank you again.
Thank you so much. Have a great rest of the day. Bye. Ciao.
Thank you. Bye. Bene, adesso si collegherà con noi Alexei. Ok, adesso in sala d'attesa lo stiamo facendo entrare, per cui adesso anche lui si concentrerà su 2 università, sempre parlando dell'International Year One, e entreremo un pochino più nel merito di 2 università specifiche del Regno Unito, così avete modo un attimino di approfondire ulteriormente questo argomento. Oh, here we are. Hello, Alex. Can you hear us?
Hello, sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Nice to see you. Welcome.
to meet
Thank
you.
Thank you for being here this evening. We've been through many interesting presentations, and now we're ready to listen from you. So if you want, you can share your screen and start your presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank
Maybe
you.
sometimes I will just pop in and say something in Italian just to make sure that the main concepts are clear and understood. So please don't worry if I interrupt you sometimes. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Alex. I'm an international officer for QA. So we work with British universities. We help international students to study here in the UK. I was a student in the UK first myself. That's why I understand the importance of education in the UK. And I'll tell you more about the programs that are available, what are the most popular degrees, and how students from Italy can study with us in the UK and get scholarships as well. So we represent several UK universities, and I would like to highlight why you want to study in the UK, because everyone knows that we have top universities, world-ranking universities, then British diploma is accepted everywhere as a proof of the degree. So if you want to work in the United States, in Europe, in the UK, your diploma will be recognized. Then we have very flexible programs, and they provide vital skills for employment. I was studying with students from Italy myself, and they like that we have practical focus with the programs here in the UK. We do have lots of teamwork work as well. So students participate in different projects. And then sometimes they also work with local companies. Then you can work and study. I've seen that topic of today's webinar is to have like a gap abroad, so you can work and study at the same time as well. And then there are different scholarships opportunities in the UK, especially for students from Europe. We do have generous scholarships for students. And then there are some financial benefits. So you can work while you're studying. You can get a visa and stay in the UK for 2 years after you've graduated. And then you can switch to work visa here as well. And then you can choose between different cities. We have university in London. We have university in Cardiff, Newcastle. So these are smaller cities. So we do have a lot of choice. And you can study in different cities as well. So we will focus on the program International Year 1. This is the programs that our students study English. They improve English, academic English, gain relevant academic skills. So they need these academic skills for future postgraduate or undergraduate program. So if you just graduated from the high school in Italy, it might be difficult for some students to come to the UK and then do assignments, take notes, study in English, study with British students. That's why it's a good idea to start with International Year 1. That's the equivalent of Bachelor's Year 1, but you also can study English and academic English and then learn academic skills. So they practically teach you how to take notes, how to write assignments, how to write an essay, and then you study 6 or 7 academic subjects alongside, and then you complete your bachelor's degree in 3 years. And we have lovely universities. We have Northumbria University, which is high-ranked university in the UK. It's top 30 UK university, and it was awarded as the University of the Year. And then we also have University of South Wales. University of South Wales is very proud of its European students. They do have many students from Europe, particularly from France, Italy, from Cyprus, Greece. So they do have many students. It's a good value for money university. So practically many students from Europe now, they don't want to overspend money for the brand name of the university. That's why they would rather go to University of South Wales that offers tuition in small groups, that is located a bit away from London 2-hour drive, but it's a welcoming environment, smaller city, easier for students to get a job there as well if that's what they wanted, and then you can complete your bachelor's degree in 3 years. So International Year 1 program, just to recap, it allows you to complete your bachelor's degree in 3 years. You study English during the first year, and then you progress to the second and third year of bachelor's degree. Then with our universities, we do give you scholarship for year 1, and University of South Wales gives you scholarship for all 3 years of the program. Then another good advantage is that you don't need to take IELTS exam. We have our own English test. It's an online test you can take for visa and admissions. And then we do provide scholarship at Northumbria University London campus for all 3 years of studies. And also our documents, we try to issue them as quick as possible so that you have all the documents to apply for a student visa in less than a week time. And then we have amazing career and support student services on site. So our dedicated team, they help you to progress. They help you get good marks. They also help you find a job or internship if that's something you would like to. And then you can choose different degrees to study. So if you are interested in International Year 1, you can study lots of business related, finance, international business and banking degrees, marketing, tourism, event management. So all of these business focused degrees, which are quite popular, quite in demand. I know they're popular with Italian students as well, especially management, finance, accounting. So you can choose different degrees that are related to business. If you are interested in other degrees, we have many programs available. We have medicine, we have engineering programs, we do have applied sciences, social sciences, so many programs available. I just couldn't fit them into one slide, but I checked that students from Italy, the most popular degrees that they're interested in is business, international business, then engineering and computer science. And speaking of computer science, I will talk more about Northumbria University. Northumbria University has a huge campus in Newcastle. Newcastle is such a friendly student city. They even have their own airport, by the way, and they have flights to Italy, which is another good advantage. Our university, Northumbria University, is located right at the center of Newcastle. They're a top 30 UK university. They have been awarded as the University of the Year. They do have the second biggest library in the UK, so they do have amazing campus facilities. And then they're also top 30 in the UK for graduates and highly skilled employment. That means that 9 out of 10 students, they graduated from a university and then found a job according to the degree that they have been studying for. Newcastle is a very unique student city in my perspective, because they do have more than 200 cafes and restaurants, and that's also important for you because yes, you can find places of entertainment, but also some students would like to get some work experience or work part-time to earn some money, and that's essential for them that Newcastle have many places that students can find job opportunities as well. They also, UK government invests into that region, so many office jobs, many jobs in IT sector is available for students as well. And then that's the most affordable city in the UK, according to Student Crowd survey. We estimated that personal expenses is in Newcastle. They 3 times cheaper than in London, for example. And if you want to go to London, you can take the train. It only takes 3 hours to get to London, 1 hour and 10 minutes to Edinburgh. So the location of Newcastle is very convenient to travel around the UK. And then each 6th person in Newcastle is a student, so it is a relatively safe student city, I'd say. And yes, they do have their own airport. They do, if you study here in Newcastle, you can go to your accommodation, you can go to the student hall by foot, you don't need to take public transport, so it's very easy to navigate, very safe city. Whenever I talk to parents, they always ask about safety, and Newcastle is one of the safest city in the UK. And they do have amazing subject rankings. So I mentioned that Italian students, they like computer science and IT related programs in the UK. So the IT subjects are 4th in the UK in rankings. Also, psychology degree is quite popular, top 40 in the UK. Chemistry, number 1 in the UK in rankings. And then marketing, top 30. They do have product design, which is quite popular and unique degree because it's like business and then IT combined, and it's extremely popular now because many students would like to work for in an international company, and especially now with AI, AT, all of the systems, this kind of people are needed and in high demand around across the companies in the UK. And then the top 25 for architecture as well. So they do have unique subject rankings. It's top 30 UK university, and they got a very prestigious award as the University of the Year by Times Higher Education. Another university for International Year 1 program is the University of South Wales. University of South Wales is located in Cardiff. First of all, Cardiff is a very beautiful area in the UK. They do have mountains, they do have lakes, such an area of natural beauty. And then also I can see the difference. Whenever you travel to Cardiff, people would like to talk to you, they chat to you, you go for lunch and they try to make a conversation. So it's a very unique and different area in the UK. The people are so friendly and so welcoming, especially to foreigners and international students, they will definitely help you. And then University of South Wales, as I mentioned, they have many students from Europe, and also they teach in small groups. So they usually teach in groups up to 20 students. Then they do focus a lot on research, and they have very niche programs in filmmaking, sound design, animation. They have BBC studio next door. That's why students who study here, they actually have an opportunity to work with BBC, with Netflix, and then they can put that into CV. They top 5 in the UK for art and design. Most of the graduates, they work on well-known TV series. They do have amazing sport facilities on site. I try to understand, they do have different sport fields. They do have football, pitches. They do have places for volleyball, for different sections. They even have their own women football team. So they do have amazing sport facilities on site. Many students ask about that. That's why I wanted to highlight that as well. In terms of entry requirements for students from Italy, if you would like to do your bachelor's degree is only 3 years in the UK. You come study first year English, academic English, and then academic subjects. Then you progress into the second and third year of bachelor's degree. So you complete your bachelor's in 3 years. To get into UK university, you need to finish high school. You need a high school diploma with grade 68% and above. Then you need to take English test. If you study in English, you don't need to take English test. Maybe some students study in English. They also have our English test online. You can take it. It's completely free online. Then you need to write a personal statement, basically why you want to study in the UK, why you want to study in this university, and what your future career plans are. And then also you will submit the application form. I'm sure we will help you to complete that. It only takes 10-15 minutes to complete the application form, and then we will follow up. The rest of the documents, like bank statement, is only needed when you apply for a visa. Usually for students from Italy, it's waived, so you don't actually need to produce that. You just need your passport copy, application form, high school diploma, and then English test. So these are the documents that are needed for you to come here to study in the UK. Just like I mentioned, you will have great opportunities. We have many degrees available. I could speak for an hour about that. So I just wanted to mention some of the most popular degrees and popular universities. But of course, we do have different programs. We even have some complicated programs such as medicine or aerospace engineering. So if you have any inquiries, you can contact the lovely team, and they will help you to connect with us, and then we will find a route for you how you can study with us whenever, if it's going to be international year 1, or maybe you can go directly to the bachelor's degree, or maybe you need some extra preparation. We have foundation program, for example. That's for students who have a bit lower English and they need to study English for semester or 2 before starting the program. So we do have many different routes available. The UK is extremely welcoming country. Students can stay here as well. Now they can practice English, they can find a job or internship. And universities in general, they like students from Europe. Honestly, we love European students as well. And students from Italy, they like the UK, they like the culture. It's easier for them to travel to home country. So yes, I'm pretty sure you students would love our universities, and our tuition fees are quite competitive compared to other universities. So students will get general scholarships up to 30%. So the tuition fee after scholarship is around £9,000-10,000. Then they also can get scholarship for progression year. For example, University of South Wales, they give scholarship for each year of the program, and Northumbria University London gives scholarship for all 3 years. And then also students who don't want to take IELTS exam. Some students are nervous to take the test. I am myself. They can take our online test instead of English test, such as IELTS UKVI. So that might be easier for some students. So that was it. Maybe you have some questions. Please feel free to ask me.
Thank you, Alex. It
Thank
was
you.
very interesting, and I noticed that you were speaking very fast because I know there are many things to say in such a short time, and I
Yes.
think it was very clear. And I want to thank you because you let us discover two very nice cities like Cardiff and Newcastle. I actually went to Newcastle several years ago,
Oh.
and I can confirm what you said. I mean, it's really a nice and lovely city. So a little bit underrated, maybe it's not so known. So it's still good because you have the feeling of a real British city, not so, similar to all the other big cities, big capitals with all the, main franchising shops and so on. It's still very authentic with the Geordie, the Geordie
Yes,
spirit.
agree. Yeah,
So
yeah.
it was very interesting. And it's also a good value for money, as you said. Now I'm switching to Italian just to let also everybody
Sure.
understand. As come ha detto Alex, effettivamente un altro dei benefici, insomma, di questi foundation year è il discorso delle scholarships. Adesso gli studenti italiani hanno bisogno del visto per accedere nel Regno Unito e di solito vengono applicate loro le tariffe per gli studenti internazionali, che come abbiamo visto, insomma, solitamente si aggirano intorno alle 15.000 sterline, se non di più, all'anno. In questo caso si può avere il beneficio delle borse di studio riservate agli studenti europei che abbassano di quasi 6.000 sterline l'anno la tuition fee, per cui si arriva a pagare mediamente 9.000 sterline all'anno, che effettivamente è di più rispetto all'università qui in Italia, però è una tariffa veramente molto vantaggiosa per uno studente internazionale nel Regno Unito, perché paga la stessa quota dell'università che pagano gli studenti locali, ovvero i British Nationals. Per cui effettivamente questa è una cosa interessante. In particolare Alex ha parlato dell'Università di South Wales, che riesce ad estendere questa scholarship per tutti e tre gli anni di università, per cui non si applica solamente al primo anno, ma si applica a tutti i 3 anni di bachelor degree, che sarebbe la nostra laurea triennale. Ecco, quindi, okay, so, well, thank you very much, Alex. I don't know if you have
Thank you.
any questions for Alex or for us. You can write it in the chat, or you can also, unmute yourself. Otherwise, it's been more than 1 hour, so I'm really happy that you're still here, that you managed to follow all our webinar. It was very intense, and I'm sending the recording to all of you in the next days, so you will have access to all the content. So, well, thank you very much, Alex, for your
Thank you.
presentation, and have a nice evening, and we stay
Sure.
in touch. Bye.
Thank you
Thanks.
so much. It was lovely. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Perfetto, adesso torniamo in italiano. Di nuovo, grazie mille a tutti di aver partecipato a questo webinar. So che è molto intenso, abbiamo affrontato varie tematiche, vari tipi di programmi, giusto per darvi una panoramica effettivamente delle varie opportunità nel Regno Unito. Abbiamo visto con Gloria i professional certificates, quindi delle esperienze molto più brevi, se si vuole vivere Londra per 2-4 settimane, fare dei corsi proprio non in preparazione all'università, ma dei corsi in cui si affrontano delle tematiche specifiche che possano farvi capire magari se il business o il marketing possono rientrare, ecco, nelle vostre corde e fare per voi. Poi con Michael e Alex abbiamo visto invece gli International Year Zero o l'International Year One, che sono delle belle opportunità per poter accedere alle università del Regno Unito, ricevendo comunque delle borse di studio e ricevendo anche supporto sia linguistico sia accademico da parte dei nostri colleghi. Per cui abbiamo parlato poi nel dettaglio dell'Università di Northumbria, che ha 2 sedi a Londra e a Newcastle. Ci siamo soffermati più su Newcastle, in quanto è una città che riceve un feedback molto positivo, ecco, dagli studenti italiani che ci vivono, che l'hanno scelta. E la seconda università di cui abbiamo parlato è l'Università di South Wales, quindi del sud del Galles, perché si trova a Cardiff, anche in questo caso una città più piccola, più raccolta, che può essere un bel ambiente per poter vivere, insomma, fare la propria esperienza da studente universitario nel Regno Unito. Avete delle domande, dei dubbi, qualcosa che non è chiaro? Ecco qua Alessandro, no, scusate. Va bene, allora io vi ringrazio comunque di aver partecipato. Come anticipato vi manderò la registrazione di questo webinar via mail nei prossimi giorni. Poi se avete qualche domanda, se volete comunque una consulenza o fare una chiacchierata con noi più personalizzata, allora ci possiamo sentire. Riceverete una mail dal mio indirizzo diretto, che è giulia@obiettivolingua.it, e così ci possiamo tenere in contatto. Grazie ancora e buona serata a tutti voi. A presto.